We live though. We live. So this morning, definitely, going over back to this ABCs of Success series. This morning we're gonna be covering B. B is for belief. Gonna be covering that this morning. So ABCs, if you missed last week, you can check out last week on my feed. We got the last week. Last week was attitude, which was the A. This week we're gonna talk about B, which is belief. I know a lot of y'all, of course, y'all my friends and family and people, plugging in with me. Just really chilling, man. Just really on this lockdown right now. Really just taking the time to continue to, grow myself during this time and continue to be able to, figure out how can I be better, right? Be a better me, be better for my family, be better in my business, just be better all the way around. Just taking this time to kind of figure out how can I improve myself, but not also improve myself, but also help other people improve, help other people go to a next level during this time. So decided to do this series just to help, right? Just to spread some good news and spread some good vibes amongst everybody, while we chilling at the house. But it's actually been good. I look at this time, like I say, it's kind of like a blessing, being able to spend more time with your family, being able to take a pause from, everyday life. And I know it's probably been tough. It's been tough for me, but you can always find a good out of every situation. Just think about what good can you pull out of this, and just continue to focus on that. And just train your mind to think positive. Think positive. How is this happening for me instead of how is this happening to me, right? So you want to just always keep that in mind. How is this happening for me versus is this happening to me? Because it's easy to get plugged in into, or get sucked into things happening to you and start complaining. And when you're watching, CNN, on a regular basis, it's easy to get your mind in a negative place. So today we're going to be talking about belief. So if you plugged in with me last week on this series of the ABCs of Success, this is the second part of the of the series, because it's only going to be 3 parts, A, B, C, right? So this is the second part of it. Next week we'll be going over C, but this week we'll be covering B, which is belief. And we're going to dive just right into this thing. So just to recap on last week, we talked about attitude, and the attitude just covering of being able to have an attitude of gratitude, an attitude of expectation, expecting to win, an attitude of just excitement, in everything that you do. We talked about just you control that. You can control your attitude level, and again, how you look at things. Is this happening to me or is this happening for me? Right? And that's what attitude kind of stands for. The second level of success, I believe, is probably one of the most important, is belief. Right? You can take any business, you can take any CEO, any successful person, from Mark Zuckerberg to anybody. They all share one common thread, and the common thread that they share is belief. You can take the teacher who's a successful teacher. You can take the the surgeon, the heart surgeon. You can take anybody. I don't care what vehicle or what career path that you're in. You can take whoever you are, and you could just put that into they had a belief level that they believe that they can do that thing that they're doing. You can't get nowhere without belief first. So we could just take, just talk about just a few things of just like a couple quotes, a couple of my favorite quotes of, belief quotes, right? So all things are possible, right? In the Bible, Mark 9:23. Now, you don't have to be a believer. I am. So I'm going to always kind of quote, things from the Bible, but you can say things in that book are true, into how we live our life today. So one, Mark 9:23 says all things are possible to those who believe, right? All things are possible to those who believe. One of my favorite belief quotes is, a man is made by his belief. As he believes, so he is. Right? I'll say that again. A man is made by his beliefs. So as he believes, so he is. Another one of my favorite quotes is, your reality is a reflection of your strongest belief. So your reality is a reflection of your strongest belief. So there's a lot of different quotes that we could talk about. First, you got to believe what, one of the most, probably one that everybody know, if you believe, you can achieve, right? If you believe, you can achieve. So let's define belief. So the definition of belief, I like to know the definition of things, right? I like to know, typically a lot of, Jim Rohn said there's two type of people in the world. One of my, mentors that I've never met, but Jim Rohn says there's two type of people in the world. There's people that read the dictionary and people that don't, right? That's it. So I like to define, words that I kind of use, or I want to, I kind of use on a day-to-day basis, or that, mean a lot to me. I would like to know the definition of them. So if I define the word belief, it's to have confidence, it's defined as to have confidence in the truth, right? To have confidence in the truth is what, belief is defined as. Now, what is the truth? The truth are the words that you speak, right? Your truth are the words that you speak. Also, I like to define truth if we're talking about success as your goals, right? So as your truth is your goals. So now the truth are the words that you speak. So the truth actually translate into your goals. Now, what does that mean? So the truth of your success is your goals. It's not your reality. Don't get that confused with your reality and where you are at today, right? Goals meaning, all right, where am I going? Where am I going? So your truth lies in your goals. Your goals is equal to your truth is equal to your goals, and your goals is where you're going today. So a lot of times people get caught up in their reality and where they are at this moment. Right? You get caught up in where you are at in this moment, and you can't do that. And here's why. Because you can look at your current situation. You could say, all right, financially, I'm not at where I want to be at today. Right? Financially, you can focus on your finances today, or you can have a financial goal that you speak on and that you talk about on a day-to-day basis, and that's where you're going. So you're building your belief level. That's your truth. Your reality may not be your truth. Where you at right now is just where you're at, right? It's just where you at this moment, but where you want to go is kind of where you want to put your focus. So don't focus on the don't put your mindset to your truth. Your truth can be what you speak. What you speak should be your goals and where you're trying to get to on a day-to-day basis. So now, what's coming out of your mouth? So it's two things. Two things that I want you to kind of focus on. Focus on your speaking and what's coming out of your mouth, and notice, what are you saying every single day, right? Are you saying where you are today? Are you talking about the reality and where you are today, or are you focusing on where you want to go? So where you are today is your reality. Your goals are where you want to go. Now, you have a choice to speak about these things every single day. Successful people talk about where they're going. They talk about their goals. They talk about where they're headed. They talk about the things that they want in life. The different, what they want and where they're going and where they see themselves and what they're working towards. It's easy to focus on your reality if things are not going the right way, right? But I always say success is a moving target. Do you ever I don't believe that you ever achieve success. I feel like you accomplish goals, and then the next step, you move forward, right? You look for the next goal to achieve. You look for the next success level that you want to achieve. So I truly believe in that. Now, how often are you speaking where you want to go? Take inventory on yourself all the time. How often are you speaking where you want to go? How often are you talking about the things that you want to do in your life? How often are you talking about, the house that you want, the finances that you want, the job that you want, the career path, the business that you want, the spouse that you want? How often are you speaking life upon your situation? And I would just think about that. So first you must, replace your current belief system. And it's going to take some time, right? You got to be committed to replacing your current belief system. And there's 4 things that impact your belief system. And I'm going to, go over those 4 things right now. So 4 things that impact your current belief system. Number 1, your environment. The first thing that impacts your current belief system, we got to replace this. So how do we replace it? We have to know what is impacting our belief system. 1, your environment. The environment you're in Meaning, okay, where you live, where you living right now, the school that you go to, your job, your household. These things are impacting your belief system. The place that you grew up in created a belief system about the world for you, right? So it's about just being conscious of these things, and now being able to understand, okay, this has impacted my belief level, and what can I do, to raise that, whether you believe the world is flat or you believe it's, round, is strictly up to your belief level of your environment and what you experience. Now, I never believe environment is a crutch, right? Because you got people that come from terrible neighborhoods, didn't have much, had a terrible household, but reached a success level. But understand the things that we all are impacted by our environment, and it plays upon our belief level and our belief system. Number two, the people that you surround yourself with. That's big. The people that you surround yourself with definitely impacts your belief system. So friends, family, wife, husband, mentors. Who do you listen to? Who do you take advice from? Right? Those people are impacting what you believe. Your parents, they impact what you believe. So who do you choose to listen to? Who do you choose to get your information from? Who do you choose to talk to every single day? What are you talking about? What are the people that's in your life? What are they talking about? So, are the people that you surrounding your life with? One, this is huge. Are you surrounding yourself? First, you have to surround yourself with people that are, where you want to go. In all levels. I would say it's not even, I talk about financially, but you want to surround yourself with people, that in every aspect of life that you aspire to be, right? And I'm going to give everybody a homework assignment after this, but wherever in life you aspire to be, you need to surround yourself with people that are at that level, right? So who are you? You got to surround yourself with these people. So are you surrounding yourself financially? If you want to be wealthy, how are you surrounding yourself? How do you get in rooms with people that are wealthy, right? If you want good health, if you want to be in good shape, who are you surrounding yourself with? People? Are you surrounding yourself with people that are in shape, that work out on a day-to-day basis, you right? That can teach you, that can mold you, that can grow you, right? What about, religion? If you, whatever religion level that you want to get to, if you want to have a successful marriage, who are you surrounding yourself with people that can teach you how to get to that level, right? So understand that you got to surround yourself, one, with people that speak life upon you. You have to surround yourself with people that are for you, people that see value in you and not that you're valuable to them, people that build you up, people that take you to your next level, right? Who are you in the room with? Who are you conversating with every single day? Right? Because all of these things impact your belief. All right, number 3. Repetition of information. So again, this is what impacts our belief system, right? Repetition of information. And what is that? What are you listening to? What are you watching on TV? You watching the news every single day? That's molding you into a person. Understand that. What are you listening to? What audios did you take in? What are you reading every single day? Right? What are you saying? What words are coming out of your mouth? So understand what you constantly listen to, what you constantly listen to, what you're constantly reading. If you're gonna form into that person. So for myself, I've been really focusing on personal development, heavy for the last 3 years. Really being conscious on what I listen to every day. Right? What am I reading every day? What am I pouring into my body every single day? Because I know that impacts my belief level. And you have to be mindful of everything. Be conscious of everything that you're listening to, everything that you're speaking, everything that you're saying. You have to be conscious. So, love and hip hop may not be what you want to watch every single day. Understand that that's playing an impact on your belief level. It's impacting your soul. It's impacting who you are. If you're taking that type of information in every single day, understand that, right? So Be mindful, be conscious of what you're taking in. The repetition of information is huge. So listen to audios that build you up, that motivates you, that inspires you, that speak positivity, right? Make sure that you are really focusing in and locked in on that information, the things that you are. I can't, stress this enough, because I believe so much into, what I listen to. I got this thing where I'm gonna listen. I listen to at least 15 minutes of some type of, motivation or personal development audio every single day. Listening to, reading some type of book that's gonna make me better every single day. And I still listen to music. I still like, my Jay-Z, my Tupac, and I still listen to, I still watch, movies, and I still involve myself into those things. But I really, be mindful of my intake. And I look at music, right? In my car, I look at music as a treat, right? It's like dessert. You can't live off of dessert, right? You can't live off of dessert, but dessert is good. You gotta have your meat and your potatoes and your vegetables, which is the personal development that you take in and the good stuff that you take in, and treat music like it's, like it's dessert, like it's a treat. And that's what I do, right? And I also think about it like, look, man, these artists, people that I'm watching on TV, people that, that I'm listening to on my radio, they're already rich. I'm trying to get there. They've already made it. So they can miss me with a couple songs or a couple episodes of that show or a couple movies, so just be mindful of the repetition of information. What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you saying every single day? What's coming out of your mouth? What are you speaking upon your life? And what word? Because your words carry life, right? The words carry life. That is your only offense. You always kind of quote the Bible, and I know they said, put on the armor. Right? Put on the armor. That's all defense. When you put on the armor, what offense do you have in your life? Is your words. We could talk about the word sword, right? The sword was the offense. If you drop the S on the word sword, what do you have? Words. Word. That's what you have. That is your offense into your life. So what are you speaking? The things that you say are so powerful. Understand, the things that you speak upon your life and on every single day are so powerful. So you got to be conscious of it. And if you're not conscious of the information that you're taking in, that's going to come out in your speech. At some point, if you continue to take in negativity and negative information, and you continue to plug and take in all of these bad things around you, right, that's going to come out in your words. And guess what? That's going to be a reflection of your life. So going into number 4, right, we're talking about, for people that just jumped on, we're talking about how basically what 4 things are impacting your belief system, right? Your belief system and where you are today. So number 1 was the environment you're in. Number 2 is the people that you surround yourself with. Number 3 are the repetition of information. And number 4 are the experiences you give yourself. Woo! All right, let me really dive into this, bringing this thing all the way home. So the experiences that you give yourself, meaning, now I'm gonna go real material, right? Materialistic right now. So you can control the experiences that you give yourself. If there's a certain type of lifestyle that you want to live, there's a certain type of level of life that you would like to achieve, you have to experience these things before you attain it. If you want to be accustomed to eat, if you want to eat $100 steaks whenever you want to, you have to go buy a $100 steak before you have enough money to do it. You have to experience these things to raise your palate of life, right? So you can't always look at things like I don't have enough. If you keep that mindset of I don't have enough, you will never achieve it. So really focus in on the experiences that you give yourself. If you have a dream car, you need to go sit in that car. You need to go test drive that car. You need to go know what that car smells like. You need to touch the buttons. You need to experience what you want prior to being able to attain it. You want to have a Bentley, you need to go sit in a Bentley tomorrow. You have to go and sit in these things. You have to go feel them. You got to go smell the leather. You have to be able to do these things prior to. right? Prior to being able to attain it, you have to buy in and go and experience it. Now, a house, you want $1 million home, you want a $2 million home, you want to live in a mansion, you want a condo, whatever it is that you want, whatever, go see. It costs you no money at all to go and experience, to go check out a mansion. Call a realtor up, take him, go look at a few, go drive through the neighborhoods, right? You have to go and experience, to give yourself the experience before you attain it, because what happens is your mind is going to take that in. The mind doesn't know between real and fake. That's why you have to be mindful of the things that you take in, right? The things that you watch, because the subconscious mind never sleeps. So it doesn't know between this is real and this is fake. All it knows is what it's experiencing. And what happens is once you experience certain levels, you can't go back. Once you experience certain things, you can't go back to you're always going to remember that experience. But if you've never been there, if you've never had $100 steak, if you've never sat in a Bentley, if you've never been inside a mansion, if you've never, right, experienced these things, if you've never put yourself in position to be able to even, just not putting yourself in position just to even experience it, you would never have it, right? You would never attain it. So put yourself there in these places, right? Now, what are the images that you're seeing? Now, other ways that you can experience things is just not by going, right? I tell people, man, print out whatever you want. Print out the car, the house, everything you want, whatever you want, print it and post it up in your house. Put it all around you, right? Put it on your phone. Right? Put everything around you. Surround yourself with the things that you want. If you want to if you in the charitable actions and you want to give away $100,000, put that up. You should be reading that every single day. I want to give away. I want to help 100,000 people. I want to help 1 million people. I want to feed children. These things you see, if you see these things all of the time, right? It's going to happen for you, right? But that changes your belief system. That is the things that impact your belief system and how you can really start locking in and focusing in where you want to go, really locking in and focusing in on your success level, really locking in and focusing in on achieving your goals, right? And achieving what you want to kind of get out of life. So homework assignment, right? So next week we plugging into, the next, part of this series, which is C, which is going to be commitment, right? Commitment, and we're going to talk about that next week. So these are the ABCs of success. If you missed A was attitude, B belief, and C is going to be commitment, and we'll talk about that next Monday. So one, determine, so your homework for this, for this time while you're sitting at home or working from home, or and everybody that's doing their thing during this time, kind of determine what you want in life. Write down on a piece of paper, determine what do you want in life. Write down your goal, right? Write down your goal. Write down your life purpose. It may take you some time. It may take you some time to really define that. It may take you a week. It may take you a month. It may take you some time to really focus in and lock in on what your life purpose is and defining your goals and what you want. And also, I would say just, design the person that you wish to become. Put that on paper as well. Design the person who you wish to become. What does that person look like? What do they talk like? What do they dress like? What does that person's bank account look like? Right? What do you drive? So define the person that you want to be. Put that down on paper. Because you have to know, right? We have to know who we want to be and and our goals and what we're trying to attain, and then we start doing the action to get there. So 2 homework assignments, but appreciate everybody plugging in. This is Monday morning. MADE motivation, and again, MADE stands for Make All Dreams Exist. That's what that stands for. So appreciate everybody back again here Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Plug in with me. Everybody stay safe. Thank you for plugging in. Y'all have a great day. Peace out.